Hi, Susie.
Hi, Jean.
Hi.
Hi, Shelley.
Shelley.
Hi, Jane. Hi, Anne.
Hi, Jane.
Apologies to be late.
That's all right. Don't worry about it, Susie. There's another day tomorrow.
Hello.
Hi there. Is this our last one tonight? Is it
Sorry,
the last?
do you know, I've just realised why I can't hear anybody.
Oh, right.
I'm in now.
The volume's
I was
down to
panicking then.
20% because Sam was recording earlier. That's better. I can hear everybody now. Oops.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Susie, is this our last night? Have we
Yes,
got
it's the last Wednesday.
Yes, I
And
thought
then
so.
from Monday, we switch over to mornings.
Oh, right.
So I'd like to ask you what time you'd like to meet up on the bank holiday and then the other mornings.
Right.
In case people want to get their smoothie in or their breakfast in before we meet, or just a minute.
How long are we meeting for?
Hi, Bridget. Probably 30 to 40 minutes, something like that. Okay. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Tracy.
I think we've done in the past. We've done 8:30, haven't we?
8:30.
Is that what time we do?
Yeah.
Hi, Teresa. Hi, Tracy.
Susie.
8:30.
8:30. Yeah.
8:30 on Monday then.
Does that sound civilized?
Yes.
Except if you wanted, if you wanted, we could always do the bank holiday a little later. Anybody needs a later.
When's the bank holiday?
Monday.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, we've lost track of the date.
I thought you'd got children at school, Bridget.
They don't get that one off.
Oh, right.
Yeah, school for that one. So
does that mean you do?
yes, it does actually. Yeah. I didn't realize bank holiday Monday. That's brilliant.
So that's our day one, and then we've got 2 more vegan days.
That's on the 3rd of May.
3rd of May. Yeah. Then we've got.
Is that on the 3rd of May? 8:30.
Yes.
Does 8:30 work for everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll fit in with anybody. Got children, that's different.
Yes, that's very true. I know Sonia can't make it this evening. It's Janice. Oops. Just lost Janice.
Hi, Janice. Hi, Heidi. Oh, she's on mute. You're on mute.
Hi.
Boy in the background. That's fine.
Hi, I
Hi,
just
Jenny.
had a problem getting on because I had the wrong link. Heidi's trying to get. Oh, have you got in?
There
Heidi's
she's
got in
in.
as well. So we were both struggling to get into the call there.
I put it into the group.
I'm glad you're.
Sorry, I'm a bit late.
No problem. We were just saying, would 8:30 on Monday, as it's a bank holiday, be all right for a meet in the morning?
Well, yeah, because I haven't got the children with me and I wake up early, so it's fine for me.
Yeah.
It's good for me.
Fine.
Good for me.
Yes, it's fine.
Does it work for everybody?
Yes, that's great.
I'm not sure I'll be able to do that, Susie. Sorry.
Right. Okay.
It's just because of but carry on without me because yeah, I can't do that. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that instead, Susie? Is that instead of the 7 a.m. one that you and I had planned, or is that another one?
That's for your juice detox, isn't it? So that's slightly separate. That's a one.
So there's one at 7 and then one at 8:30 for me then.
Yes.
Okay. And that's the 3rd.
That's the 3rd. Yeah.
30 to 40 minutes, Susie.
Yes. Yeah. And then
the times we have to go.
I don't know how 8:30 works for all the other days for everybody, because it's obviously Tuesday to Friday might be tricky.
What, this Friday? So I have to
No,
leave
no,
the
not
house.
this
other
Friday.
days.
No, sorry. Hang on a sec. Let me get the date right. If you stick with what we've got for you, Janice, because I know you're doing yours
Okay.
separately. I don't want to confuse the issue. So that would be for everybody else. Tuesday the 4th, Wednesday the 5th, Thursday the 6th, Friday the 7th.
Sorry, where are we? Tuesday. What was Tuesday? Still 8:30. 8:30. Wednesday 8:30.
Yeah,
It's best for me if it's the same
that
every
works.
day.
Every day, right?
School, but
Oh, for me, it's better if it's 8:30 each day. So,
Is it school run for you, Heidi?
Yeah.
Or Tracy?
on in the background.
It is. Sorry, What's it like for you, Tracy?
Oh, wait a minute, sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry, Susie.
No problem.
I'm really behind, sorry.
That's right.
So yes, sorry, what are you asking me? Sorry.
So just trying to work out if 8:30 works for the next 4 days after the bank holiday.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Tuesday would be okay. Wednesday won't, because I'm teaching at 9.
Yeah.
Thursday morning. Oh, Thursday I'm off work anyway. So yeah, Wednesday I'd struggle with.
Okay.
But Tuesday I can do it because I'm working from home.
And Thursday, Friday?
Thursday's fine. Friday's fine.
Lovely.
Because I'm off work. Yes.
Heidi, how about yourself?
So 8:30, I'm usually trying to bundle Benjamin out the door to get to school.
Right.
But are you going to record it? What's the
Yes,
format
yeah.
of it? Is it
well,
like
the first 3 days and the last 3 days are usually something relaxing or sort of a topical idea, like a little thing to do for yourself. And the middle 3 days are focused on a plan for the juice detox.
3 days?
More, Heidi?
Monday.
Hello. Hello. Sorry, I'm late. I got the meeting passcode wrong. Sorry. Do carry on.
It's a common theme. How? Let me see. If we did 8 Tuesday to Friday, would that help anybody? And would it be feasible and manageable from a?
It's fine.
I can do that. I'm fine with that. And but I don't mind if it's better for 8:30, then I can always listen to the recording of it straight after.
I can
Well,
do
8 o'clock's all right for me.
it's all right for me.
Might
Yeah.
be in my night dress, but you won't bother, will you?
It's all right, it might be mine.
Got something.
Yeah.
No, most likely be me walking scrubs. But so if we did 8:30 on Bank Holiday Monday, and
Are we talking AM or PM here? Sorry.
AM?
AM.
Yeah.
This coming bank holiday.
Yes.
Yes.
Monday the
Obviously.
3rd.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monday the 3rd.
And then the 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th, 8. And then shall we go back to 8:30 for the Saturday and Sunday? And then the Monday, Tuesday, go back to 8. How does that sound?
Great.
Let me just check. So 8:30 bank holiday Monday.
Yeah. And then 4
Monday
days,
to Friday.
Tuesday to Friday, 8. Saturday, Sunday,
And then
8:30. And then 8 and 8 for 10th and 11th.
Yeah, that's fine.
And hopefully at least everybody will be able to join some of the time. And Janice will be able to join us on the 3rd and the 8th and the 9th.
Let me get that down. So the 3rd.
Yeah, 3rd,
down
8th
in the group.
and 9th.
I've already got that one anyway, haven't I? Because that's the 8:30 a.m. one.
That's right.
And then what's the other two?
The 8th and the 9th.
And what time are those?
8:30.
8:30 a.m. Okay.
Sorry, Susie. Am I gathering from this that I've got my things down wrong? I thought we were starting on Wednesday the 5th. Is it Tuesday the 4th we're actually starting?
We're starting the vegan days on bank holiday the 3rd.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, okay.
And then the juice days are
Right.
6th, 7th, 8th, which is the Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
And then you've got
that makes sense.
3 vegan days to exit.
Yeah.
9th, 10th, 11th. And that's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, that's fine. Got it.
Yeah.
Fine. Thank you.
I will
in our WhatsApp group.
a little table with all of
Oh,
that.
okay.
And there's one on here as well on the slides. And I'll send out the Zoom. And hopefully,
Could you
we'll
send
get
me
sorted.
could you send me a separate one, Susie?
Yes, I will.
That's got mine on it.
I will. Yeah, don't worry.
And the ones I can make for everybody else.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I will.
Vegan days. Is it Monday, Tuesday, vegan days?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, vegan.
Wednesday, vegan.
And then the
Juice, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, juice. And Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, vegan.
And is it going to be the same 82730105680? Is it going to be the same Zoom call?
No, I'll be
a different Zoom call.
Yeah, a new one. Yeah, that one that I'm sending should work for every day, no matter that the time's changing.
Yeah.
I'll just open the window out so that we can get on anyway.
Can I just double check about the 6th? Because you said there isn't a talk like this on the 6th, but on the dates that you put in it is listed.
The Thursday, sorry, just a minute.
Wednesday, so on the thing that Heidi's just sent me, because I couldn't get in, it says May the 5th, 6:30 p.m. there is a talk.
No, there isn't.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That's why I thought I'd better check, because it is listed on the times.
Oh, I've got mine stopping on April 26th.
I think it was. I think it was on the first thing you sent out, but I think
Yes,
Susie's
it was on
updated it since then.
Yeah.
It was on the
Just
first.
save that into my calendar.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I just like to confuse everyone. I did a good job.
I'm confused.com.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it, Susie.
I hope we'll get there in the end. We'll keep trying.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, vegan, vegan, vegan. Thursday,
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, juice, juice, juice.
Yep.
Sunday,
Monday, Tuesday. Back to vegan.
On the Monday, Tuesday as well.
Yes, Monday, Tuesday.
Vegan. So the Sunday's 8:30, the Saturday and the Sunday's 8:30, and the Monday, is it back to 8?
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. Just a little gathering. And relaxation or similar. Okay. How did everybody find yesterday or Monday?
The full moon.
Remember yesterday and Monday?
Tiring.
And today.
Yeah.
And today.
Yes.
Very tiring.
Yeah.
Exhausting, actually.
Yeah, I was absolutely bushed on Monday, but
Well, you had a
I
busy
didn't realise it was a full moon.
So what it was.
But that would explain a lot.
yes.
2 I went,
4 o'clock in the morning, in the early hours between Monday and Tuesday.
I didn't sleep very well that night, Susie.
I didn't sleep very well that night. I woke up, but I did get it back off. I woke up at 1:30 and then was awake for a bit, but I did go back to sleep. Yeah.
Good.
That's I never really, but yeah, I felt really off on Monday. Tired, out of sorts. Couldn't put my finger on why.
Yeah.
Why was Monday really bad? Because it was the full moon Wednesday, wasn't it?
No, it was in the early hours between Tuesday and Monday. So 4 a.m. on Tuesday morning. So if you think about the 24 hours around that, from around 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday to 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday would be the peak of that full moon.
We couldn't get Grandad out of bed, but by 4 o'clock Tuesday afternoon, I suddenly woke up. So now I know what was on.
Wasn't that when you and I were speaking, Susie, around that time?
Let's see. It was about 5:15 yesterday, I think.
Yeah. So you and I were, so that no wonder that was a powerful conversation.
Illumination as well, the full moon is supposed to bring. So the lovely thing about this period that we've got coming up is that this Saturday is the 1st of May, which is the beginning of summer in the pagan calendar. Now, I'm not a witch, but well, I'm a bit of a white witch, I suppose.
In a previous life, Susie.
In a previous life, I'm sure. And Beltane has some lovely traditions in it. And I think it's just really nice to think about at the beginning of a new season, like summer especially, is to think about maybe planting something in the garden. Because even at the winter solstice, for example, we can plant tulip bulbs. It's not too late to do so. And so if there's something that you feel you might like to plant or plant some seeds, then it's actually moon in Capricorn. So it's a really good time for the roots of the plant or for planting a root vegetable.
When's this, sorry?
That's May the 1st, this Saturday.
I planted some sunflowers today.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, that's really sun.
Yeah.
They really do follow the sun. And so from a perspective of vegetables, to plant something that grows down into the ground. So like your Jerusalem artichokes, potatoes, carrots, swede, etc. Really good day to plant root veggies. And in this lovely moon diary, I'm going to actually pinch their Beltane suggestions. So their everyday ritual suggests: seek out the delight of physical tiredness, walk, work in the garden, dance, run, whatever makes you feel your body working. Whatever your physical limits, even if standing or raising your hands is as much as you can do, move your body. Feel it stretch and feel it sweat. Feel how amazing it is. Acceptance. Change is everywhere. All is growing, moving, becoming. Leaves unfurl, flowers open, bare soil is covered with green. Change is constant throughout the seasons, and never more so than at the fertile festival of Beltane. Accept that change can be beautiful. Embrace the possibilities it brings. And then it says, dreaming. If you could harness the glowing power of the Beltane fire, what would you do with that limitless energy? What might burst forth? How will you find and make positive use of this season's strength and warmth? And so one thing you can do with the Beltane is have a fire in the garden and scribble down something that you want to let go of, and then dump it into the fire. And even if you use, a barbecue for your fire, burn some twigs out of the garden or something in it and get rid of them that way. And then burn a piece of paper with something scribbled on that you want to let go of, something that you want to change during the detox that's following up.
Mm-hmm.
And it says the wisdom of the season is that Beltane is raw physical power, rising in sap and root and shoot. At Beltane, go deep into your body, for there lies truth and wisdom. Feel.
When I went away for healing, Susie, to a Christian healing centre a few years ago, we were advised to write things down and then put it on the fire that they had. It's quite releasing.
Yeah, it's quite
getting rid of the rubbish out your dustbin.
Yeah, I think the Steiner schools, am I right in thinking, Janice, they have little rituals associated with the seasons, the beginning.
They do,
and the
yeah.
middles.
I'm trying to remember what this one is. May Day, it's their May festival. So they haven't got it this year, but what they would be having is the maypole dancing. All the years learn maypole dancing, and there's a fair, and all of the years perform their maypole dance, and they're increasingly difficult, so that the web that it weaves around the pole is increasingly difficult as the children get older, and the hardest one is the oldest class. And there would also be at the fair typically things like making your May crown. They always have a May king and a May queen from the school. They tend to do crafts that are of the air. This time of year, the crafts are of the air and summer, so not earthy. in the winter, their crafts for the winter fair are usually sort of crystals and earth, and these ones would be typically what do you call them, the mobiles that hang from the ceiling with, you know, little birds or little bees or you know, things like that, or growing things. There'd be lots of things like growing plants, as you were talking about, and then a festival that goes with it. So there will be lots of homemade food and lots of homemade crafts on sale, and the crafts would again veer towards flower fairies. I'll nip up and get you some flower fairies in a minute, and I'll show you them, the sorts of things that they sell. And I've got a maple, actually, yeah. Just carry on talking. If you give me 5 minutes, well, probably less than that, I'll bring down an example of what the crafts look.
Oh, right, okay.
And you send
I've
us a
made,
photograph of that, what you've just read to us. Can you send it on there?
Yes, I'm going to put it on a handout.
Diary, yeah,
and
it's a
send
moon
it
diary with
through.
all rituals and things in. That'd be nice. Yeah.
And this is a lovely one, actually.
Where do you get it? Earth Pathways.
Earth Pathways. They've got a website, www.earthpathwaysdiary, all one word, .uk. And so it gives you each of the moon.
www.earthpathways
diary. .uk. And they do a wall calendar or a diary, and so each day you get the change, you know, the moon's changing sign.
Ways diary dot.
And then you get these
.uk.
beautiful drawings and poems, and really lovely. It's just a beautiful diary.
Good.
We've obviously got a
A
secretary.
moon calendar. Right.
We've obviously got a secretary in the group, because I keep getting messages. Thank you, Heidi, with that information on.
Hopefully it's the right link.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. Oh. Oh, isn't she beautiful? A little May Queen.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
lovely, Janice. So you can actually buy those little wooden pegs with the head and the body, and make your own wee fairies. Oh wow! And
Shown it to us. If you speak, then I can see it, because I can only see who's talking.
I didn't realise I was muted then. I've just been telling you loads. The other one was the May Queen with her chair in the yes, that was the May Queen, and this is the maypole dancing. They've all got a line.
Oh, they're lovely.
And so typically, if you look at one of them close up, this is a daisy girl.
Oh.
And her hat has a daisy on the back. So if you look, she's got the back. If I turn her the back, you can see that's the daisy.
Oh,
and then
students would love to make those.
Forget me not.
Oh,
lovely.
Blossom, apple blossom.
How lovely.
And then this one, this is my latest edition this year. This is hand painted in and made in Holland, apparently. She's got her little sun hat on.
Oh.
I don't know what the flower is. I think it must be one that's in Holland, not here. It looks a little bit like a bluebell, it isn't. And the other one I was showing you, that was the May Queen, sat in her May Queen place. So, I mean, I might, if I'm feeling kind of up to it, I might go and put some flowers in there on May Day. You know, some fresh flowers. and sort of decorate where she is with some fresh flowers.
Thank you,
And those
Janice.
sorts
That's
of things are
gorgeous.
all over the Steiner School for this festival.
They're really
Lucky
lovely.
children to go to a Steiner school.
Well,
Instead of-
unfortunately, mine are no longer there for various reasons, but the eldest one aged out, and then the other two have chosen to leave. They had people who kind of around them who persuaded them that state school was better. So they didn't all make it to the end, but they made it most of the way, and one of them
That's
made it all the
great.
way.
That will have given them a very
That's the
good
main
start.
thing.
Yeah.
I wanted my eldest to go to a Steiner school quite a few years back, and we couldn't make it work. So, but I do think it's a great thing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of creativity.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You just got to dose it.
Now, especially now with the whole schooling thing. My little boy said to me today, he said, "We're going to grandma's. We can go to grandma's now, can't we? Because there's no corona." He said, "My teacher still talks about it." And I said, "What did you say?" He said, "Oh, I can't remember." I thought, oh no.
Yes, it's lovely to have something else to focus on other than all of that. Right, thank you very much. That was a lovely interlude. I really must have a go at making some myself. I think we need a workshop, Janice.
Oh, actually, yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd go to that.
Let's hold
Get it
that
set
thought.
up. Yeah.
Let's hold that thought.
Yeah.
Food, you have to have some of your food with it.
Ah, now that would be good.
It's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
Right, let's hold that thought, Susie.
Well,
You
we
and
could
I.
all bring something. We could all bring something.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I mean, I'm drifting off here, but when before I moved up here, I was sort of connected with the Steiner School down where I was living in the south, and they had a lady who ran events for every pagan festival that was a women's group, and every pagan's festival you met and you had crafts and activities with a slightly witchy theme, because I think she was one, although she never actually said so. But also just lots of crafts that were like that, because she was a Steiner School teacher. So you can imagine what it was like. And so there was a meeting every single one, and I've had in my mind for years now that I would love to pick that up here and run them, on the festivals.
I think
so you never know.
Yeah,
because some of them are very, very powerful, like the one St. Bridget's Day, which is the one just after Christmas. It's really early in January. You make a bridey doll, and that's supposed to guard you for the whole year by your hearth. And each time you make one, they're totally different. I did it 3 years in a row, and even if you try to make one the same, it's totally different. They always have a different personality, and for whatever that year is going to be. And I just think that for example, is a really lovely idea.
Yeah, it does sound good.
It does.
Yeah.
I think we'd have to run it on Zoom as well as in person.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, that's the beauty.
Can I ask one or two questions about the paperwork we got from? Well, I put it into paper because I'm hopeless on the thing. The liver detox smoothie. Well, I don't know what that is.
No, I know. I've got to send that out. Yeah.
Well, that's all right. As long as that, yeah. It's just I thought, what's that?
I've already had to ask that question myself.
We're not.
It's on my list as well, Susie.
I am on it. I promise you.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So
also, Susie, what? Forgive my ignorance. What is oil pulling?
Oh yes, that's another one we need an instruction for. It's basically you use a teaspoon of coconut oil, and you simply swill it round your mouth for at least 5 minutes, but up to 10 minutes. And coconut oil is antibacterial, antifungal, anti-everything. It's fabulous. And what it does is it draws the wastes out from between your teeth around your gums. It's a lovely way of softening all the old plaque and clearing it from your teeth. And when you've had a good swill, you spit it out into the bin, not down the sink.
Oh, why?
Because you don't want to put the oil down into the water.
You'll block the sink. You'll block the sink up or the hand basin. I have a basket with newspaper. I make a cone out of newspaper with plastic underneath, and I spit into that each morning, so that it's
your mouth
not.
feels nice afterwards as well.
Oh yes,
it really feels. The teeth feel lovely.
But you mean it softens the plaque, so you can get it out of those little interdental sticks more easily?
Much easier. Yes, much easier.
Wow, that's interesting.
And it helps keep the you know, several dentists apparently, when people do it every day, several dentists have commented on how great their teeth look.
Really?
And mine, yes,
overdue for a scrape and polish, so I'll try that.
Yes, it's a great, great.
But my coconut oil is solid, so do you just heat it up?
Get it on your spoon, and of course in the warmth of your mouth it will soften and go to a liquid.
It goes. It's like
it swill.
It's like oil once it's melted in your mouth.
Yeah.
We could do this every day, couldn't we?
Oh yes.
I do it every
wish I'd
day.
heard of that before.
Yeah. In fact, the only thing is that you can't speak for about 10 minutes. So if anybody asks you a question, you
Right. And also on this sheet, Susie, that says look after you smoothie and juice drink, you've got something called Detox /Colex. What is that?
That is a supplement that I'm sending you in your box.
Oh right.
Yeah, and it's a colon support. There's 2 herbal colon supports, the Loosemore and the Colex, that are coming out to you.
What's the theory behind the how does the coconut work in your mouth? What is it that's special about it?
It's antibacterial, it's antifungal, and when you swill with the oil, it draws the bacteria out from your gums and softens the plaque, and it sort of gives your teeth a first clean before you brush or floss. It softens everything.
And you swill for how many minutes? How long?
About 10.
Yeah, that's quite a long time.
Yes, start with 5 and work up to 10.
Because you realise your jaw feels quite tired after a few swishes, and you think, oh,
well,
sometimes it aches a bit.
I don't know about anybody else who's done it before, but I'll be swilling, and then because I'll move around the kitchen while I'm doing it, and then I'll get distracted doing something, and then I'll think, oh, I'm just standing here with it still in my mouth.
Yeah,
and then I start going, like this again. So you can have a little rest and then carry on.
Because it goes quite runny as well, doesn't it? It's just like having almost like thick water.
Yes, it does, because your saliva adds to it. Yeah.
And then your mouth gets really full, and then what is going on? I haven't done it in ages. This time last year I was doing it because I had a really nasty gum infection, so I was doing it every day, and I've not done it since. But I did like how it made my gums feel.
It's really helpful.
And I got rid of my gum infection without antibiotics as well. It was hell, but I did it. Yes.
Susie, are you sending us the psyllium, or do we need to buy that?
I've included some psyllium in the box. Yeah.
Just tell me what psyllium is again.
Oh yes, basically it's a powdered root that is you bulk it up with water, you soak it in water, and it goes a little bit like a wallpaper paste.
Yeah, it does.
Which must sound really appetizing. And then what you do is you pop it into your smoothie and it just disappears and you don't notice it's there.
What does it do for us?
But what it does, oh, sorry, Teresa.
What does it do for us?
What does it do for you? It adds bulk because you're drinking the juices, and basically you're drinking sort of raw nutrition. There isn't much bulk there, so the psyllium adds a little bit of bulk that back to you, and the fibre in it helps soak up wastes and carry them out of the body, which is what we want really. We want lots of mopping up to happen, yeah, of toxins. And so this is where the chia comes in, the linseed tea. The linseed tea is another thing I wanted to mention this evening, because if you can, I would get linseed tea on right from the start and just keep making a batch right through the 9 days and keep that rolling through. Because again, it will help you hydrate and help your body let go easily.
How long does linseed tea last?
Oh gosh, it's a bit like asking how long is a piece of string. I would suggest each time you make a batch, do a 1.5 times. So do 3 tablespoons and 1.5 litres of water in a nice big pan. And then have at least morning and night, but have a cup in the middle of the day as well if you want. A mug.
I find if I make 2 litres with 4 tablespoons of linseed, that keeps me going a bit longer and I can drink loads of it and I'm not wasting any and it's not going off. I find that to be quite a good quantity. If that helps anybody, maybe even up to 5 days.
Yes, yeah, 4
that might last
days.
me.
In the fridge, yeah.
Yeah, just put it in a big jar with a screw top on.
I use it for the middle flush sometimes.
Yes, you can do that. Yeah. Yeah. Or water a linseed tea retention. Yeah, for hydrating.
I've not tried that. I bet that's quite soothing.
It is.
Yeah.
That's quite soothing.
So this can you see that? Can you see that one? Yeah. And you've got the juices day 1, 2 and 3. Are we to make all of those and drink all of them every day, or do we choose 1 or 2 of them?
You don't have to keep switching the juices. No, you don't have to keep switching them. They are.
So you don't want us to make all of these 5 for day 1 and drink them all?
You don't have to. No. If you want to stick to 1 or 2 and keep it very simple, then you can do that. It doesn't have to be really complicated.
But you have to have that many juices still, though. Yeah, I think that's what you're asking. Do you have to drink?
You have to drink that many juices. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I see.
Yeah. You want to have your smoothie first thing, and then a midday juice, a roughly 3 to 3:30 juice, and a 7 p.m. or 6:30. 6:30 final juice with a baked sweet potato and a bowl of broth or Hippocrates soup.
Oh, that's a relief.
Yeah.
I've been really worrying about, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to be hungry. I'm not going to be able to do it without some food.
I'm not starving, you know.
So you can actually have a sweet baked potato.
Oh yes, yeah.
Getting quite excited.
People do, Jane. People get really excited.
There's nothing on it. Nothing on it.
Ask me on day 9. Yeah.
You cheat and have sweet potato wedges.
No, just a baked sweet potato. You would be surprised how tasty it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly.
It is when you're hungry.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
People absolutely relish them. Jean and Jane and Anne and Janice will, oh, Bridget will vouch for it, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
So between 6 and 7, you can have a proper blowout with a juice, a broth, and a baked sweet potato.
Absolutely, a real blowout, yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Just keeps you going through the night. Yeah.
Actually, I can imagine the soup and the juice would be really, really filling. You might not even get through both of those in one sitting. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, well, it's remembering to keep your juices to no more than 10 ounces.
Oh, okay.
So this is a tricky thing with sort of.
How much is that in millilitres?
About 250 ml. It's so 8 to 10 ounce juice is great, and it's really tricky, you know, to give people amounts of vegetables to make a particular juice, because celery sticks vary in size, carrots vary in size, you know, cucumbers vary in width, and it's just really tricky. And sometimes the vegetable itself is more hydrated than others. You know, you get more juice out of a lemon or a cucumber or whatever, so it's really difficult. But it's kind of thinking, well, I just need a little bit more of something in there, a little bit, another stick of celery or another inch of cucumber, and I'll be about right.
And you're drinking water as well, I assume.
Yes, that's right. Yes, keeping your water.
Be floating away.
Yeah. Yes, there is quite a bit of work for the kidneys on the juice days. Yes, but it's all very rich in electrolytes, so it's lovely.
I have to say, I already feel I have more energy.
That's good.
I definitely have more energy. Yeah, definitely. And I went for a massage today, and the lady's always done massages on me for years. And she said, you know, Anne, she said, your body's really good at the moment. She said, you know, when they massage and they go into something and it's really like a pressure trigger point. She says, there's hardly any trigger points on your body.
Excellent.
She said, usually you have loads. So things are looking up.
Yeah, yeah. That does sound good. Yeah, lovely. That's what you find, that, you know, where people have little crystalline areas, say in their shoulder blades, you know, the people have said that they'll go away from the juice detox and their shoulders are so clear of all those wastes that build up in the muscles.
Susie, looking at the potassium broth and the Hippocrates soup, that recipe, is that for one soup?
No, it's for a batch, and so let's see, you may want, I think you'll probably want to leave the potassium broth as it is, because it's a really nice one. If the weather's a little bit cold when we go through this process, just pop the excess in the fridge, and if you feel cold, it makes a lovely warming little drink to have alongside your midday and 3 o'clock juices.
Okay. Are we sticking to like 250 ml of the broth at the same time as the juice?
Yes, or you may want a little bit less, just a little hit of warmth.
Okay.
And then also the Hippocrates you may want to halve, because that does make a big batch of soup.
Okay.
Susie, the large potato, does it have to be a white potato or could it be sweet potato?
That is generally a white potato.
Okay.
And the reason being that they were actually, you know, the Hippocrates is actually a Gerson recipe. Oh, sorry, is that in the potassium broth?
Yes.
Yes, potassium.
Yes. The main thing is to get the potassium. Potatoes are a nice source of potassium, and so it's a nice one to include in the soup.
The vegetable like musher, the thing that you spin around with the handle.
Oh yes.
Could you just blitz it in a blender, or is it
Just
meant to be
blitz it-
done
just
like that?
Blitz it in a blender. Yeah. Yeah.
Or just
That's all I've ever done. I haven't got one of those moody things.
at least so that it's not got the electric. You know, you're doing it by hand, so
That's right.
it's
Yes, they're
minimal
very-
electric interference or heating. Yeah.
That's right. Yes.
So you don't have the vegetables, you strain the vegetables and throw them away, yeah.
With the potassium broth, you
Yeah.
strain all the veggies out and clear them out. With the Hippocrates, you leave them all in and just liquidize it up.
Ah, so a food mill means a food processor.
Yes, a food mill, a food processor. Yeah.
Can you make them, you know, on the lead-in days when you're sort of got more energy so that they're ready and you don't have to worry about cooking when you're on the juice days?
Yes. Oh, yes. Do that. Yes.
Or just make it and put it in the fridge.
Yeah, make it and put it
Yeah,
in
because
the
I think
fridge.
sometimes seems to be a lot on the juice day if you have. It's good to have it. Is that so? That's okay. It'll just keep.
Yes, it'll be fine. Yes.
Can you freeze it, Susie?
Yes, you could freeze portions. You could do it that way. Yeah.
Sludgy. Sludgy.
What's that? Sorry.
It looks a bit sludgy. You know, I watched the little YouTube thing on it when I looked it up. It looked a bit kind of brown and sludgy. I wonder what it tastes like. Yeah.
Yes.
It'll taste nice.
Yeah.
Veggie soup.
What does it taste like? It tastes literally of the vegetables that are in it, because there's no stock or salt or, you know, it just really is to give you more potassium, but in a warm form.
I'm curious about the parsley root. Where
Yes.
do you get parsley root from?
Do you know, I've only ever managed to get it twice in the last four years, certainly. And before
From
that,
a parsley plant.
I couldn't get
They're
it
quite
at all.
they're quite small, aren't they? Parsley root. They're quite thin and sort of.
Well, the ones I got were sort of like a carrot, more like a carrot, and a
Parsley
cardo.
bush today. It was massive.
Yeah.
But it was actually in the ground. I thought, could I rip some out?
Yeah.
During the night.
If you have been growing some for a while, then yeah, you could dig it up and throw it in with the parsley.
Garden. It was in a garden at college. So I thought, oh, that's a big parsley bush. A really big flat leaf one.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah.
Might try that then.
Sounds like you can sneak.
Where do you live? We'll all...
Right. So we've got a little presentation which I'll whip through. But if you think of any more questions, please do say. Come on. Try again. It's not doing a lot. For some reason, it's not. I'm just going to leave that for a minute. See if I can put the presentation into slideshow. Right. Sorry about this. Right, try again. Sorry, you can't all see this, but the Zoom black screen isn't moving out of the way so that I can start the presentation, which is a little frustrating. Can you see it at the moment or not?
Yes.
I can see it. Yes,
Yeah.
natural events and timing of cleanses.
So if
So
I
maybe
leave
minus your zoom down.
if I leave it like that for now, but in the PowerPoint, is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So we're just going to have a look at what's going on with the moon and other natural events that have been happening around us. And so obviously we had the spring equinox on March the 20th. The sun was in Aries, but the moon was in Gemini, and the moon will tend to give a signature to that equinox. And so as does the full moon and the new moon at that time around the equinox. But the moon in Gemini on the spring equinox, so it's, you know, there's an influence on the lungs from there. And so if you think about the spring equinox, we've got equal day and night over the equator, and equinox actually is Latin for equal nights. So it's equal night to day. If you can imagine, at that point in time, your body's meridian energy shifts and starts to flow up the front and down the back, and we sort of open out energetically to receive the sunlight, just like a plant. And that equally, with the effect that the light has on the hormonal system, as it comes in as a signal through the eye and the back of the eye, it targets hypothalamus and pituitary and triggers information right down through the endocrine system, so that we know that the light has changed and the body can respond differently. And behind each of the endocrine glands, there's one of our chakras. And so there's a super book I've probably mentioned before by Joanna Pornger and Thomas Popper called Moontime. And also The Art of Timing is a gardening book by them. And Joanna Pornger is an Austrian lady who was brought up and taught by her grandfather that there is a right time for everything in the moon cycles. And so if you can imagine, at each stage of the moon cycles, as the moon passes through a different sign, there's a right time to cut your nails, and there's a right time to cut your hair. So particularly if you cut your hair on a full moon, it will grow thicker. If you cut your hair on a new moon, it will grow longer and grow more quickly. There's a time to chop wood for the fire. There's a time to chop wood that is for a house. There's a time to grow each of your vegetables that grow below the ground, vegetables that grow above the ground, vegetables that fruit, and vegetables that flower, such as your broccoli and cauliflower. There's a right time to grow your herbs so that you get the most benefit from them, and a right time to pick them so that you get the most benefit from them from a health perspective. So just looking at each of the moon signs and the parts of the body that they rule, I know many of you will have seen this before. We've actually got a sort of Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus phase that we're working through when we do our 9-day detox. And for Janice, it will be going back a little bit further into Capricorn. and a little bit, maybe just a touch of Sag. And so Aries ruling the head and the ears and also the eyes. Taurus ruling the throat and the neck. Gemini ruling the lungs and the shoulders and arms and hands. Cancer ruling liver, gallbladder and stomach. Leo ruling the heart and circulation. Virgo ruling the digestion. And Libra ruling the whole of the urinary system, the kidneys and bladder. Scorpio, the reproductive organs and the hips. Sagittarius, your thighs. And also, to a certain degree, Sagittarius can be said to have an effect on the liver as well. Capricorn, the bones, the teeth, the knees and the skin. Aquarius, ankles, calves and circulation, your blood circulation again. And Pisces, your feet and your lymphatic system. So Pisces being a very watery sign, having an effect on the water in the body and the water around your cells, can be quite a tough one to go through. So we've got this full moon that we've just had before our detox. And as you know, when we have the full moon, the sun is on one side of the earth, the full moon is on the other, and the gravitational pull between the sun and the moon squeezes the moon in closer, and we get more positive ions in the Earth's atmosphere. So this is why yesterday, the day before, may have felt more challenging. And then you've got at the new moon, which is also part of our detox, the very last day of our detox on May the 11th, we've got a lot more detoxing taking place. And this is why we're working towards that new moon to make sure that we're heading for a phase where detoxification takes place really, really easily. So we're staying well away from the full moon and working with heading towards the new moon, because the sun and the moon's gravitational pull is away from the earth. It pulls the ionosphere outwards, and we have more negative ions in the earth's atmosphere, allowing an easy flow of blood through our blood vessels and an easy detox. And so just to mention about implementation of working with the moon, and this is a quote from Moontime. So she says a few words about the implementation of the science of lunar rhythms in your everyday life. Time and time again, we meet people who have made anxiety the be-all and end-all of their lives, and who, after reading this book, dare not go out in Moon in Leo, for example, for fear of overloading their heart or circulation. And those people who will say, yet another set of instructions I have to follow to keep me on my feet. Now, anyone who thinks like that haven't understood what Joanna Pornger is trying to convey. But she says they can't prevent anyone from treating the knowledge in such a fanatical manner. And I have come across people who do have that kind of feeling about the moon. You know, it's it becomes all powerful to them, and that's not the reason for publishing it, because, as she says, no one bans bread knives because they can be used for less than innocent purposes. All that the Moontime law is another tool that we can use to help us, another tool that we can look at and think, oh yeah, well, that's why today felt a bit tough, because you know there is that going on as well. But also it's thinking, well, you know, if it's moon in Cancer, such as at the full moon in Cancer, such as at the winter solstice, we can get a pack on and support the poor old liver and help it through those few days. And so then just looking at our spring equinox, our spring detox, on the May the 3rd, when we start, we've got Aquarius for a couple of days. which rules the ankles and the circulation. Now, these Aquarian and Pisces days can feel quite hard work sometimes, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to be really lightening the diet, making it very, you know, clean, very, very easy for the body to digest. And then on May the 5th, we move into Pisces for a couple of days. And the first day of our detox, May the 6th, is still in Pisces, and then in Aries for the next couple of days. And so it'll be using the techniques to support the detox, so that we keep on top of making sure that we're not, hopefully not, detoxing to the extent where there's any headaches. And of course, one of the classic causes of that is running up to a detox, let's say with some caffeine still in the picture, because then it is so much harder, and there very often is a detox headache. But coming out of the detox into May 10 and 9, 10 and 11, we've got a little bit of Aries left on the Sunday, and then we move into Taurus for the new moon. Taurus rules the neck and throat. And again, a classic sign of moon in Taurus, if somebody's struggling on those days, can be a slight soreness in the throat. But again, we're going to be working our way through all of these moons with the techniques as well, and making life a lot easier for the body. Any questions about that little lot? No.
Susie, can I just ask about you mentioned the endocrine glands being behind each chakra. Have you got any, what's that about? Because I'm really interested in that. I don't know where the endocrine glands are, for example, and I know where the chakras are, but does it correspond exactly with it, or do we have more endocrine glands than chakras, or vice versa? Or
you've got pituitary, which is the your crown chakra. You've got pineal is your brow chakra. Thyroid is your throat chakra.
Right.
You've got your thymus is your heart chakra. The solar plexus and also the pancreas relate to your what do they call it? The oh gosh, the solar plexus chakra. Can't think of the name of it right at this minute. And then we've got the reproductive organs are your oh dear,
I can't remember either.
Your tummy chakra, your belly chakra, your sacral chakra, that was the one. And then your base chakra relates to your adrenal glands, and that is your final, you know, one at the base of your spine. So even though they are not in the same position as the base chakra, they relate to that that sort of connection with your roots and your family, if you like. So each of them has a set of endocrine glands that they resonate with. But probably a bit of yoga philosophy hunt is probably a better source for that one. Because that's a bit more philosophy than I probably know enough about.
So we want to have a fairly quiet 10 days, don't we, really? As quiet as you can make it.
Yes.
Ideally.
Yes,
well, it's okay for us retired people, but I suppose the people who are working, it's more tough, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, I don't know how they do it. Really don't. Oh dear.
Yeah. Sam will be doing a little yoga session on each of the detox days, the juice days. So
in the
one of the
morning
days,
or in the evening?
it'll most likely be afternoon,
Oh, okay.
or late afternoon. So that will go up as a recording in the Facebook page, and I will get to record it in Zoom as well and send out the Zoom
Facebook
link.
page again called. Let me just find it.
At
Juice.
Home Juice Detox.
At Home, that was it.
And
You
so
at Home Juice
you can-
Detox, that was it.
That's it. So you can do that at any point in time, whenever it fits in for you. And now last year we were actually able to do one of the sessions in the garden, I think.
That would be nice. I'll do in the garden. I did loads outside. Last year was really sunny, wasn't it?
Yeah, lovely place to do a bit of yoga. You just need a long Ethernet cable or a be able to pop it on the patio doors so that you get the Wi-Fi from the house if it's that way. Yeah.
Right, thank you very much, Susie. I'm leaving now. Thank you.
Thanks, Sam.
Bye.
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 So we'll
if I can find the leave button.
Thank you, Heidi, for all the things
thank
that
you.
sent through.
Keeping it in all different
Susie-
places so that I can find them.
Oh, right. But she sent it all through to us, Susie. So have you sent it to Susie as well, Heidi?
Is that the
all the different things that, yes.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. I've just put them on the WhatsApp.
Oh, thank you. That's
So if in
nice.
doubt, you can go back to there.
I think you've got your dates a bit out of kilter, Heidi, actually.
I did before I posted them up. How come they're out of kilter?
You've got Monday as the 4th, well, Monday's the 3rd. So it's...
I thought I was in the middle of just about to send it, and I thought, if I go out of this into my calendar, am I going to mess it up? Well, I'll resend them. So
People
Monday's
just
the
need to be
3rd.
aware that it's Monday the 3rd, not Monday the 4th that we're starting.
Yes, of course.
Oh, thank you. And we'll have a little activity for each day, but also I'll give some idea on paper of what you'll be doing each day as well on the juice days. Yeah, with the techniques and things. And we'll set up some one-to-ones as well for them.
Yes, I've got one tomorrow with you, Susie, haven't I?
Yes, yeah. Oh, and Heidi and
I've not been in contact with you yet either.
And Tracy, yes, I need to.
Apologies. Yes.
Find out when's best for you.
Did you mean this week?
Yes, yes, just for a little pre-start chat. Yeah.
Susie, I haven't heard from you either. I did say Thursday.
Oh gosh. Right. Oh right. I thought I did email back with 9 on Friday, Shelley. But,
oh, okay. That's fine.
Yes, if it hasn't come through with the Zoom, I'll check that. Thank you.
9 on Friday, that's fine.
I was doing the Zooms at the same time as the emails, so
okay. No, that's
might have done the Zoom and not then emailed it.
Right, Friday's fine with me. That's great, thank you.
That's lovely.
Susie, have you got a time for me tomorrow afternoon?
Yes, I hope I sent 7:15, Teresa.
Okay, thank you.
I must go back and check that I did. So I've got tomorrow. I've got 9:45 Jean, 10:30 Anne, 4:30 Heidi, 7:15 Teresa, 8 Janice, 9 Shelley, 9:45 Jane. Yeah.
You don't suppose you've any more time tomorrow then, have you, Susie?
Well, can you tell me what time of day? Would it have been evening?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you
And I'm not
mind
free on
Friday
Friday.
evening?
I get back quite late on a Friday.
Right. Are you? Did you say you're off Thursday?
Next Thursday.
Oh, next Thursday. Right.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I could do Friday evening, I guess. But I don't know how late you would be available, Susie, because I don't get back till quite late and then I have to eat because it's my Doncaster day. So I get back really late and I'm usually
Is 8 or 8:30 any good?
Yeah, 8:30 would be if you don't mind doing it that late.
No, that's fine.
I will have eaten by then. I'll be a bit more complimentous by 8:30.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll send you a Zoom. And Heidi, I've got Heidi in. No, I've got Heidi. Ooh, I thought I'd not got somebody else. Sonia, I've spoken to. Jane, I've spoken to. Oh, maybe I have got everybody now.
I think I haven't spoken to you yet, Susie. Sorry.
Oh, Bridget, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is 10:30 Friday any good?
Right, I should look at that. Yes, that'd be great.
Yeah, great, fantastic. Yay! Right. Right.
Okay.
Any other questions before we meet on Monday or separately?
When are you sending the box then, Sue? What's in the box?
What's in the box? A detox in a box. You don't want it to be a surprise.
Oh, okay. What day is it being sent? When is it being sent?
I hope that they will all arrive by Friday. That's the plan.
Oh, okay.
And anybody local, I'm just going to drop it off at your door. I hope that's okay.
Susie, I can come and get mine if you want.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because I'm going to be out and about on Saturday, so I was just going to literally.
Well, Friday evening, I actually drive through Ackworth on my way back from Doncaster.
Ah, okay. Yes, that's lovely.
Would that work?
Okay. We'll do a little text exchange about that then.
Save you a trip to Wakefield.
Thank you. That's lovely. And so Isle of Man, I've sent, and Cheshire and Norfolk will be in the post tomorrow.
Oh, right.
Well, no, they won't, Shelley, because I haven't got your address yet. That's the other thing I need. Okay. And anybody else's I need.
You got my address, Susie?
Yes, I have somewhere, Jane. I'm sure I have, because we sent it to Nutrigold, didn't we?
Yeah.
And Teresa's Nutrigold as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think, yes, I think, do you mind emailing me yours, Shelley?
No, I'll do that now, yeah.
That's lovely, thank you.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Right. And I apologise. I would much rather these had been with you a couple of weeks ago, but I just wasn't here to sort it all out.
On your plate.
Yeah. So, anything else for now?
Yeah. Can I just ask what this is? So I went to the health food shop to buy something, and they said this is really good, but I'd never heard of it.
Black seed oil?
Yeah. Have you ever heard of it?
It's supposed to be anti-cancer and so on, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of it.
Granddad takes it every morning. A tablespoon, yeah. I don't know. I think when he was doing his chemotherapy, we just we massaged into his feet, That was meant to be good. And then now that he's well enough, he can actually take it systemically. So somebody said it's great. So just Laurie loaded into him.
Yeah. And you said he's doing better, didn't you?
He's doing great. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure it's that and all the other bits, but yes, definitely. I don't think it's
Is that the flax tea, you say?
Black seed oil.
Black seed oil.
Oh yeah, flax oil. Yes.
Yeah.
Veridan or whatever is the make that he uses. Yeah. It's not cheap, it's quite expensive.
Yes, it is very expensive.
Very.
I've not ever tried it, I must admit.
It's very hard to take. It's like really.
Yes, I could imagine it's a bit grim.
It's like oil, like an oil that you
Some
should.
in a black bottle, and it was yeah, they had it in the UK. I can't remember what it was called now. But you've got to be careful it doesn't go off.
You really, you have to use it up fairly once you open it and get on with it. Yeah.
That's the tricky thing with all oils, them going rancid.
Yeah.
Susie, could I just ask before we go, although I could ask you Friday actually, the liver detox smoothie that we're supposed to have on 3 days of juicing, are you sending us a recipe for that?
I am, yes, that's next on my list to send out. Yes.
Right. So yeah, you make that, then you add the soaked chia, the cashews, and the powdered stuff. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, spirulina, and so in your box you'll have the powders, and the psyllium. You'll have castor oil pack, some Inco pads to use for packing, and for enemas you'll have some enema herbs. You'll have some Epsom salts. It's just a little detox in a box.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Sounds like a big box.
Well, they will be all sorts of different shaped boxes because I've been sort of gathering them up to use. So yeah, and a couple of them might even be brown recycled bags. The nice paper bags. So yes, a recycled receptacle, I'm afraid.
Great.
I'm a recycling girl.
Good.
Nothing in the box is recycled, I hasten to add. Oh dear.
Thank you, Susie, then. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Night.
Look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you, Susie. Bye.
Bye, Teresa.
Thank you. Good night.